The 2018 NBA Draft just wrapped up, and while we had very few surprises at the top, there were some steals later on that certain teams will likely benefit from for years to come. After the Aytons, the Doncic's, and the Bagleys got their hats, and even switched hats after a few minutes, the first steal happened just past the midway point of the first round, when the Spurs went on the clock and ended up picking Lonnie Walker out of Miami. At first, I was concerned that his Elfrid Payton-like hair could get in the way of his jump shot, but since it's out of his forehead airspace, it became quickly clear that he has the ability to become a decent three-point shooter. One issue he has is that he took 45 threes off the dribble, but only hit 10 of them. That said, his catch-and-shoot threes were about average at 34%, and only when he got out in transition did he make over 40. There was some question about a knee injury that delayed his freshman season, but it's quite clear it didn't have much, if any, effect on his athletic performance on the court. He's 6'4.5", but a freakish 6'10" wingspan and a 40-inch vertical that should help him immensely in the pros. He is an aggressive scorer off the dribble, able to create for himself and operate in the pick and roll. He'll have to get better at off-ball movement in the Spurs system, but he feels to me like a guy who can come in and take on that Jonathan Simmons role and develop into a top scoring threat for them within a few seasons. Defensively, he's active and aggressive, and with his long arms, can really affect a lot of players' shots. I could see him being one of the better shot-blocking guards in the league if he can figure out when to hunt them out and not put the whole defense at risk. If he does, in fact, turn into a solid starter at number 18, then it's a steal without question. Next up is a player whose stock was supposed to be higher, but concerns over his work ethic plagued him. Yet, one look at his 6'10" frame plus his 7'5.5" wingspan convinces you that he'll get motivated under Brad Stevens in a hurry. While it's not clear what kind of role Robert Williams will have on a team that is already loaded, he's got the tools as a defensive anchor and shot blocker to make an impact under the steady eye of Stevens. At Texas A&M for 2 seasons, he blocked 2.5 shots per game, and he overwhelmed college guards who tried to attack the basket either on him or if they got past their own man, but discovered Williams working on the weak side. He has active hands and knows how to keep them up to block shots and not commit fouls, as evidenced by only averaging 2.2 fouls in over 25 minutes per game. He earned SEC Defensive Player of the Year twice for a reason, folks. He got plenty of post-ups in college and scored at a high efficiency, but his post-game is pretty rudimentary, and I just don't see him getting a pass on the block, taking 5 seconds to get position and initiate a move, then flip a shot in from close range. He'll be most effective as a ball screener and rolling to the rim. He's got a little ability to put the ball on the floor, but can finish above the rim once he finds some daylight. And any manner of lob that gets tossed in his direction should get crammed through the rim with lots of force. He's got good hands and good touch around the rim, and while the Celtics ranked 20th in offensive rebounds, preferring to get back on defense more, he can be a valuable putback guy. With his reach and bounce, finishing strong should not be a problem. In the modern NBA, think of Williams as another Clint Capella, and he's probably on the same trajectory, where it will take 3 years for him to continue to develop and gain more experience, but once he figures it out, he can be a huge part of what the Celtics want to do on both ends of the floor. And if he becomes a starter when Horford is done, then the 28th pick of the first round makes him grand larceny. When you do get a steal in the draft, it's literally winning the lottery. And the rush of excitement you get when the guy you want is available is just like the feeling you get when you find great seats to a sporting event or concert at a really amazing price. And that's what SeatGeek can do for you. As they scour the entire internet for tickets, then grade the price to let you know if you're getting a good deal, you can see the vantage point from the seat, and with just a few taps, have the seat delivered right to your phone guaranteed. Best of all, you can save $20 off your first purchase if you use my code BBall right now. So download the SeatGeek app, find your favorite concert, sporting event, or theater show, and save $20 on your first purchase with my code BBall. Our last choice for steal of the draft is a bit of a mystery man. Certainly before his freshman year at Missouri, everyone knew the name Michael Porter Jr., but a severe back injury derailed his plans, and now no one is sure whether he'll get back to what he was before. A freak athlete that can do pretty much anything he wants on the court, including shoot the rock. He's got a great body, tremendous jumping ability, nice looking form on his jumper, and can aggressively attack defenses. It's more than likely he won't get back to his pre-injury form for at least another year, so you'll have to be patient, and there's always the risk he'll never get it back. But if he can get even close, then you have a guy like Paul George or maybe Carmelo Anthony that can really be a force in the league for years. There's simply an absence of information about him against top-level talent, but it was worth the risk to nab him at number 14 without any pressure on him, since this is a talented team that can be very patient with him and still contend for a playoff spot. So there you have it, sports fans. These three players have the potential for a serious return on investment, vastly outperforming other players picked in their same spot in previous drafts. And no doubt the teams that pick them will reap the rewards for years to come. Sports fans, make sure to hit the subscribe button and adjust your settings so you can get notified immediately when we drop another great NBA video. Let us know how you feel with a thumbs up and a comment. After all, at BBallBreakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation.